My greatest triumph was at hand. The final campaign in my long war against Superman. While his powers were drained from constant battle, I struck, luring him from his self-imposed exile. But my obsession had blinded me to the real threat. To Earth's true enemy.
Someone your own size!
Cyborg, concentrate fire on Luthor while I call down some artillery.
Deathstroke, time for you to join the party.
Lots of murdering to do. Lose something?
Greetings, sister. Nobody kills the Bat but me!
Call him! Bring him to me! You don't deserve to live! Diana. Beaten by a mere man. No. You've lost everything. No. I beat you. Lex Luthor!
Brainiac had returned. For years, he'd been stealing the powers of Earth's protectors, but we were too busy fighting amongst ourselves to see the danger. With you three dead, Brainiac quickly eliminated the remaining heroes. The lucky ones died fighting. Finally, I alone survived, a rat in the walls of the Brainiac construct. I have traveled through time to warn you. This is my past, but your future. And it means the end of humanity, so together, we must change it!
What have you done, Luthor?
Given you a fighting chance.
He's lying. It's some kind of trap. Why should we trust you?
Because if you don't, Earth is doomed.
Sony.
Fracture! Get up! We need to move, now!
Have Brainiac's forces breached the portal chamber?
No, only the outer defenses. But time is running out.
The chronal wave is unstable.
Hurry! They're breaking through! Shields are collapsing. Fracture, you have to go. Now. My armor is damaged. I can't hold them back.
A single exobyte gave you your powers. That canister holds millions, and Earth's only hope.
Lex, thank you for giving me my powers and for believing in me.
And you, my friend, were an excellent lab rat for my exobyte test. Luthor!
I'll be coming for you.
No, you won't. Initiate auto-destruct. Authorization, Luthor Alpha 5. You're late. Well, hello, old friend.
Sony.
There we go. Let's start all that over again because I am doing Meps' job poorly. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the webcast. My name is Jens Anderson. I'm the creative director on the project, and this is S.J. Miller. She is our assistant creative director.
Hello again.
Okay, hello for real this time. We're really excited to be showing you guys DLC 7 right now and everything that's going to be going on with it, starting off with some of our council members. As you saw, we just got into kind of the story we've been telling since launch with DCUO. We're good. The story we've been telling since launch for DCUO and building to for this very moment. So we're super excited to start sharing it with you. Now, SJ, you had a lot to do with, DLC 7, tying all this backstory together. She's our writer extraordinaire, our editor in chief, so to speak, here on the DC team. And do you want to tell everybody a little bit about what you do?
Well, like you said, I deal a lot with the writing, with the narrative, with the VO, with the backstory, trying to make everything fit together, which sometimes can be an interesting task. Yes, it can be challenging, but it's definitely very fun, and I love doing it. And time travel just makes everything a little bit more interesting.
I know. What people don't realize is that we've been telling a story in two directions through time with this, right?
Yeah,
we started for a long time. I mean, actually, since launch. So that's been really exciting. We've been sort of had this story where there's future Batman and future Luthor. Now, future Luthor was the one who started everything off. He comes back with the exobites, as we saw in the first movie. He talks about this apocalyptic future, and even that movie itself is a future we're never going to see, because he comes back before all the heroes and the villains murder each other in that moment. I always feel bad, especially with the new Arrow show on TV, when I see Green Arrow lying there dead right in the beginning. No. I'm like, I wonder if that would have happened if we tried to make that now, given that the show is on there. So yeah, we've been really building up to this story and talking about how future Luthor came back with these exobites, released them, and sort of really spawned the origin, or a possible origin, for all of you out there as our players. And then we put out a couple of DLCs that really took that to the next level. The first one being Lightning Strikes.
Right.
Paradox.
Our first in-game foray into time travel.
And there was Paradox appearing all throughout Central City, and we had some really interesting questions. Like, somebody was monkeying with people's origins. They sent some of the rogues back in time to stop the Flash from becoming who he was.
Yeah, they promised him everything.
They promised me everything, he said, right? Yeah. Who is they? We're going to find out, okay? Then we see future Batman actually does make it back in DLC 3. We've been, Battle for Earth. We have the Prime Avatars and Brainiac's supposed fall at that moment, right? Yep. Future Batman comes back at the end when future Lex Luthor thinks he's won everything.
Right. Well, what did he say? He said, I'm coming for you.
I'm coming for you, and then DLC 7 really lives up to that promise for sure.
Our allies only...
Okay, I am going to jump into game here so we can show you a little bit about these council members. Tonight we're going to go through and kind of show you all of the various future Luthor and what future Luthor and what future Batman have been up to down in the Nexus of Reality, because that's really what happened, right, at the end?
They both jump in and take over their own little areas.
Yes, they do. All right, let me just get a command up and going here. Do you want to talk a little bit about the councils and what they are while I get this going?
Sure.
I'll put the screen up of the council members. We've been doing this thing called tweeting called Meet the Council. Right? So who are the council exactly?
So, as you can see, we've got future Batman and future Lex out front, and they've got a little team on each side. Now, they're not working together, these two teams. They're actually working in opposition of each other.
Right.
They've carved out basically like dimensional pockets within the Nexus of Reality, because that is the center of everything. It's the center of existence, the center of multiverse.
Yeah, let's explain that really quick.
Yeah.
So there's this concept of the multiverse, right? Which right now I guess is centered around these 52 Earths. Right? And apparently, despite the Guardians of the Universe, vile propaganda campaign to relegate Earth to a backwater planet status, it actually is the center of the universe, right? In fact, the center of the multiverse, which I think is pretty cool.
Indeed.
All right, here we go. I'm going to load in here. And so what's happened is they've jumped down into this nexus of reality that Brainiac created to assimilate all of reality, and they have been running the show down there. Now they're actually in the same spot, same space, but existing in different pockets of reality. You said so. Like at a phase with each other. Yeah. Shifted. That's a good way to put it. Okay, let me go in here to our video. There we go. Okay, here we go. So I promised some of you earlier today that you were going to see a little bit of an environment for DLC 7. Well, this is it right here. This is the Paradox Wave, or at least it's the entry to the Paradox Wave. Now this is where all of the Paradox Reapers that you've been seeing in-game, both in Central City, out in Metropolis and Gotham City, those Paradox Reapers that have been coming in, this is kind of where they've been gathering inside the Speed Force, I suppose, right? To gather all the Paradox.
Yeah, a little place they've carved out for themselves.
Yes. All right, let me just
they're always popping into reality, but where are they coming from?
They are coming through. They're using the Speed Force because of the cosmic treadmill to actually get into our reality. Let me just get rid of that inventory there. Okay. All right, and I have Meps in here. Hey, Meps is at a secure remote location. I think Dead Meat decided that it was unsafe to have both of us in the same room at the same time. Meps, are you there?
I'm here. Hey, folks.
Okay, good. Sorry I didn't introduce you sooner. I'm just trying to get all these things that you normally push done.
It's a lot of buttons, right?
It's a lot of buttons, man. Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, so this is actually a section of the Paradox Wave, and it's kind of the place you enter into. So I'm not going to show you more than this room, but you've probably noticed that some of those Paradox Reapers, both in Central City and in Metropolis and Gotham City, have been kind of evolving. They've been changing a little bit. You might have noticed that the models changed a little while ago, and this is because they've been sort of gathering and building power here in the Paradox Wave, and they might actually go through another evolution very soon once DLC 7 releases. So that's pretty sinister. So anyway, these this is sort of a place that they've carved out here. These look like maybe, I don't know, we'll talk about these later when we get to the Paradox Wave, but this is a bit of a new environment here. I hope you guys like what you see. Okay, so what we're going to do is show you a whole bunch of these council members. So why don't we start out with the Council of Batmen, and I'm going to ask Meps at his secure location, undisclosed, to start spawning some of the Batman Council guys here so we can kind of take a look at them.
Alright, here comes Future Batman.
Alright, well, Future Batman we've seen a lot of, so let's take a look at him just so we can get... This is the guy who's running the show for the Council of Batman down in the Nexus of Reality. And it's a cool model. You know, you saw him in the Fractured Future. I love that this is like a hand blaster kind of weapon for him right there. Did you notice that in the movie? He was like blasting out there. And it has knives on it, little blades. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like the blades.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's not so handsome under there anymore.
No.
But we love Bruce for what's inside. Well, not really, because it's really dark in there.
I was maybe say the dark cobwebs and bats.
It's scary. So, but he has good intentions. Okay, so here's Future Batman. He is leading the show down there in the Nexus of Reality, and he has actually as these two, Future Batman and Future Luthor, have been warring in time and space with each other, they've been creating alternate timelines and realities. And they actually end up meeting up with new versions of themselves that really shouldn't exist. They're kind of anomalies, right?
Yeah, they're just, it's kind of like, just, there's so many paradoxes happening, basically because of Future Batman and Future Lex Luthor altering so many different events, that we're getting all these offshoots of realities and creating more Batmen, more Lex Luthors. So what's better than having an entire council?
Exactly. They start working together. They're like-minded. You know, the Batmen start working together to try and thwart the Luthors, and their numbers keep growing and until we end up with this council of 5, including Future Batman, Future Lex. So let's take let's have him check out here, Ted. Later, Batman. All right. There's a cool paradox effect, by the way, a little Nexus of Reality effect, I should call it. And let's get one of the other ones in here. Why don't you surprise us with who's going to come up? I'm assuming they're going to be in the same place.
Power. I don't know.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Fun for you. Nice. All right.
Oh, yeah.
This is like everyone's kind of favorite here. This is steam-powered Batman. Yeah. And you want to tell us a little bit about him, SJ?
I'm sure we can get most of it from the aesthetics there. But,
Yeah.
Steam-powered Batman comes from a reality where technology is a little bit different. It's powered by different things, like, I don't know, maybe steam.
Steam.
And he gets a whole new arsenal of abilities and style and just I freaking love this character, I gotta say. And I really like the way he sounds.
He does sound cool.
We might not hear a lot today, but
we'll hear a few bits of chatter. We'll hear a few bits of chatter.
It's pretty awesome. I love the bolted bat on.
Which, yeah, that is really neat. It's like an actual kind of... it's like a fix to him.
And it's like our character art team did a great job, I think, especially with not slapping gears on it and just going, well, there it is. You know,
maybe some steam whistles.
Yeah, right. So they made him look like what Batman would look like.
They definitely
in that cool
restrained
kind of
themselves.
Alternate, kind of history right
there. There's let's check out the boots and the foggy paradox mist here.
I like how he shifted around, so you got a better look at the boots there.
Cool.
But
now he's got an inch. By the way, we're going to do something fun in a little bit, okay? We're going to answer some what-if questions here. Maybe have our own little, DC iconic deathmatch thing going on. We'll get to that in a minute. He's gnarly. Just keep that in mind. If you're going to be doing any kind of, side betting with each other in the chat room, might want to go with Steam-powered Batman. But don't take me to the bank on that, because if you lose, it's not my fault.
So I like to call this guy the world's greatest detective. He truly is. He has that whole
He's from that genre.
Yeah,
of intellect.
It's all about deducing how things have come to be, not just the punching, which we have a couple that like to do punching.
I wish we had some of the outtakes from Kevin Conroy's
that was
performance. Kevin Conroy came back and did all of these Batmen for us, and he did different versions of the character for each one, and same thing with James Marsters for Luthor. And this one probably gave him a little bit of the most trouble, right? I think we started out and it was getting a little tea and crumpet, and we had to kind of come back. It was our fault. I
wrote it a little tea and crumpet, as I was told by Kevin himself.
There you go. So we got it back, and you'll see he's really cool. All right, let's have him check out Back to the Nexus.
All right.
Leave the Paradox Wave. Go back to the Nexus, sir. All right, and then let's get another one of these guys in there. Why don't you surprise us again?
Speaking
Ninja
of
Batman.
punching, yeah, there's our puncher right there.
Ninja Batman.
So it's this guy. He's Ninja Batman, and it's what if Bruce in this timeline really dedicated everything towards that whole ninjutsu. And a little bit of spiritualism in there, but not too much. He's straight up ninja. Of course, he's still a genius. He's a genius in any timeline.
Yeah.
But he's quieter. He walks softly and carries a big stick.
Most of the things in that utility belt probably involve smoke, some kind of smoke bomb, maybe some. What would they be called? Caltrops be called, like bat trops? Maybe some bat trops or something.
Oh, we'd have to get that approved.
I know, exactly. No. And of course, the Ninja Toad boots.
We gotta have that.
Gotta have those.
I mean, you're not a ninja without them.
No. So I love this look. He's really cool, and we'll see him in action in a little bit as well.
Yeah, I'm glad we went with the straight on black too. That's true ninja.
And look at that. I love personally the belt, not the utility belt itself, but the stuff that it's attached to. That really wide leather, like it just really looks like it's meant to protect his midsection there. I dig this character. He's pretty cool. Very stealthy. All right, back to the shadows, sir.
He's gone.
Doo-doo. All right, let's try another one. Now I'm kind of curious.
I think I gotta save Primal for last. So.
Oh, spoiler, Ted.
Oops. Oh gosh.
Spoiler. Now you should just do him now.
I know, I should
have. Nope, too late. All right. This one we like to call...
GCPD Batman.
That's right.
He is fully sanctioned by the Gotham City Police Department to operate. He's not a vigilante. He works alongside them. He does not work for them.
So you can see the Gotham City, kind of emblem right there.
He's got his badge.
A little badge on there.
Wears it on his sleeve.
That's right.
Like his heart.
And he's really cool. I think I like this idea of what if there was this sort of alternate timeline where he actually came into the fold in law enforcement. Like what changed in Gotham City that actually made the citizens and the police really want to work with him.
Yeah, reach out to the Bat and get him on board.
And make him willing. And what was different about it that made him willing to even do that? Because it's not really part of his MO. You know, so he's really cool. I like him a lot. All right, so last one, which we know now, thanks to Ted.
Wait, let's find out what it is.
It's Primal. Primal Batman.
Primal.
Nice.
There he is.
All right, cool. So, what's this guy's story? What timeline does he come from? Clearly the one where they don't have Find Thread, right?
Messed up timeline.
Yeah.
Yarn is really big.
Yarn is huge in this universe.
Yarn and Tattered Rags, but he became the Batman in a different way. He sought out like spiritualism and mysticism, and
maybe the Bat Totem.
Right, exactly.
Really harnessed
very
out of that
totemic, and he's very focused. He can, you know. It's not enough to know his destiny, he controls his destiny, and now he's reaching out trying to control other people's destinies. I really dig this guy. I love the scarring on him. He looks so badass.
I know. He looks like he's been through the ringer for sure. This is exactly why modern, you know, sort of more technologically savvy Batmen actually wear body armor.
Yeah.
Right?
You know,
because this looks like
apparently the spirit of the Bat does not protect your torso very well.
No. Plus, you
badass.
Run out of shoe polish after a while putting the
yes, that is
on.
his war paint.
Yeah.
His war paint.
He is angry.
And they do not have dentists in their universe.
No. They just file the teeth down sharp.
This guy's awesome, and I really dig Kevin's reads on a lot of his lines. He just totally gets you in the mood to kick somebody's ass.
Yeah. He has some sick shoulder muscles too. He's probably the biggest, beefiest of the Batmen for sure.
He works out a lot.
He works out. He lifts a lot of rocks back where he's from. Okay, so that's it. We've seen all of our. Whoa! What happened there?
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh God! It's like a splintered reality.
It is.
It's happening right now.
It is. Now the interesting part about this. Let me see if I have this this other sheet here so I can spawn. Can you? Hey Ted, do me a favor. Put in one of the shifted versions when you summon all these guys back.
If I get these Batmen cleaned up.
Yeah, when you get them cleaned up. So basically, what happens here when you go down into the Nexus of Reality, and you'll see this when we actually show the raid. You know, there's one Batman that's in tune with the reality that you're in, and it's random each time. The other, or one Luthor actually, if you're facing the Luthors. The other ones are shifted, phase shifted out. They're from an alternate reality and an alternate timeline. They have an interesting kind of paradoxy effect on them. So let's check that out so we can show you what we're talking about. You'll notice the ones that are actually real and the ones or in phase with you and the ones that are, you know, sort of shifted from another timeline. Okay, here you go. So you can see right here we've got these this new paradox kind of effect going on, which like really makes them kind of vibrate. We're still tuning things here and probably tone down a little of the wiggles going on, but you can kind of see some more. It's supposed to be more like the static kind of hits. So you'll really be able to kind of call out targets and know who's from where and what the real deal is of who the main boss is based on who's not phase shifted out in this mode. So you can kind of see what these guys look like right here. And we'll tone down some of that staticky stuff a little bit. We have our director still working on that right now. It'll probably look a little bit more like that. Okay, so, oops. I just got into power save mode on this this other machine here, MEPS. So, can you give us?
So I need to tell you the password.
Yeah, just give me on the chat what that is, please. I need to wiggle the mouse more. Apparently, I'm not as busy as you over here. Hopefully we'll see it on that screen.
I don't know if we will.
Okay, let me try the good old standby.
1, 2, 3,
I got it.
4,
I got
5.
it. Yeah. There we go. Okay. We are good. We are back. All right. So do we want to start showing some Luthors now?
Oh yeah.
All right. I will be spawning those later, Meps, but let's have you spawn them for now.
Sure.
So that I can keep driving the camera here. Alright, so the Luthors. Luthor has gathered up a bunch of Paradox copies of himself from fractured timelines and things, and these guys are really cool. There's some neat characters in here, and I think it's very Lex, and it shows some possibilities and in different ways he could have been, or
yeah, I like
he's
the way
still
you said,
evil.
I like the way you said they're very Lex, because the idea behind all these characters is we're exploring certain parts of who they really
Yeah.
are inside,
What-
and
yeah.
in a fractured kind of way.
What if we emphasize this aspect of the character, right? Like, so Batman's, totemic kind of identification with the bat and being that primal side of him, or his intellect with the steam powered one, right? And the ninja one in terms of all the stealth, because we kind of almost boiled them down into base elements and created these versions of the character. So here's future Luthor. He's the guy that started it all. Okay, and he is the one who thought he was going to be jumping down into the nexus of reality and basically taking over the world at that point. But
yeah, he's not.
He
very
was
happy.
wrong. Future Batman
yeah.
did come for him.
Yeah, he's not too pleased about that.
No. All right, so let's have him go back down to the Nexus, and we'll bring up some of the other council guys from there. And away with you, Luthor. Go back in time again.
I'm not able to kill Luthor.
Oh,
well,
good point. I'll do that for you.
Or he is a villain, and so am I.
Exactly. Let me take care of that. All right, go away, sir. All right.
Let's see. Do you want me to surprise you again?
Yeah, surprise us. All right. So this is Professor Luthor.
Professor Luthor, indeed. Like we were talking, how we distilled them down a little bit. He is the mad scientist,
the inventor,
inside. Exactly, the inventor. And I like to think of him as also the intellectual, kind of like steam-powered Batman in the sense that it's about reason and science and such. He's a little more space age, as you can see, than steam-powered Batman. But
he's kind of, to me, he's got that kind of like Einstein thing, where Einstein maybe only had multiple pairs of like pants and a shirt and just wore the same thing all the time. Because, the khakis, rocking the khakis here, that's a bold move, I think.
He is a true scientist.
Yeah, exactly. We try to nerd him up as much as possible. He needs a name tag, that's the only thing. Hi, I'm Lex. Yeah, no pocket. That'd be good. But, all right, we'll make that note.
He's very, very typical villain. I really like this guy. He's got a great voice.
And hey, safety first. He's got the goggles.
Yeah, I mean, you do not want to practice villainy without your safety goggles.
No,
absolutely.
Definitely not. All right, so let's send future Lex back here.
He also coordinates green and purple, matches his.
Oh, that's very true. Yeah. All right, and in his place we have
General Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And he is the strategist, the tactician side of Lex Luthor. In his world, he basically used like corporate espionage and just dominated, technological industry by using military tactics, and it was very effective for him.
Yeah, so he's like the guy who he's the Luthor that'll lead the charge, right?
Yeah,
he'll be out there.
He's a field commander.
Absolutely. He's really cool, and we'll see some of his abilities when we do something fun in a few minutes. All right.
Yeah, if anybody was going to vie for power on this council, he'd go after it.
It'd be General Luthor.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think future Luthor will let that happen.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say there might be some issues there. Each of these guys might have their own agendas. All right, what's next, Meps?
Here we go.
Oh, this is my favorite! Yes. To Metropolis and beyond! That's what I'm thinking about, right?
Yeah, and beyond indeed. Space Commander Luthor. He
can fly.
He totally can fly. He was he actually has a pretty cool backstory. He went into space to work on some of the LexCorp, satellites and such, but terrible accident, as happens in comic books and related subjects, and he actually cannot take the suit off now. He was just totally covered in, graviton particles and all that terrible stuff that happens out in space.
Graviton, that's very quantum of you.
Isn't it? Indeed. So...
Hint.
Thanks. And so he has rather interesting powers associated with it. He actually has some pretty cool powers. He didn't have to rely on technology. Some of it came through freaks of nature and happenings to him.
He's to me, he's super Golden Age.
Yeah.
And even his backstory is very Golden Age.
Totally.
Like on a spaceship off into the atmosphere, the radiation hit the ship and bad things happened. That's like standard fare for back then, I think, and he fits it perfect.
Yeah, I dig the retro futurism kind of helm thing going on there. Helmet.
Yeah, and I personally love this the backpack that goes into the
cool.
tubes with the breather and everything like that. It's so dope. I love it. All right, off with you, Lex. back to the Nexus.
To Beyond.
And then, yes, to Beyond with you. All right, and next we have
Cybernetic
Luthor. Okay, this guy's pretty cool. Why don't you describe him? By the way, everyone should note, this Lex Luthor definitely compensated and used his injuries to his advantage. He is the tallest of the Luthors. He clearly gave himself a lift when installing these new legs. That's, you know, and I think these might even go Gadget a little bit, like, up when he needs to.
He does have a superiority complex because he's now way better than everyone else.
He's taller than Superman.
Look at that robot arm.
Yeah, that robot arm is pretty
freaking awesome, and he thinks so too. So he's pretty cocky.
So what happened to this guy?
It started out as an accident. It was kind of a Cold War backstory kind of thing.
Yep.
He was injured. He got, you know, some upgrades, and people liked them quite a lot. And, you know, Lex Luthor, of course, if he gets more power, he's just going to want more. So he decided, you know, I should just get rid of all these little fleshy bits. I could do so much better with some crazy titanium alloy and lots of green glowing things.
I think this character hits on a lot of really cool, popular characters that have appeared over the years in all kinds of different fiction. You know, that feeling of like, I mean, and even in you know, DC with characters like Cyborg, right? You know, he really can Metallo, right? He really kind of hits that note for me.
It's funny you mentioned Cyborg because I kind of thought of him kind of feeling the exact opposite as Cyborg. Cyborg's always struggling with his, you know, humanity.
Yes.
Am I human anymore? I don't know.
This guy's almost abandoning it.
Yeah, he's
right?
like, I don't care. I'm awesome now.
Emotions. I'm unfettered with them now. This is perfect. I love his eyes.
Yeah, they're cool.
Green eyes. He looks especially angry compared to the others. He almost makes Space Commander look happy.
He has cybernetic angry brows.
Is that cybernetic Botox, like right in there, just
like
the permanent frown.
Inside.
All right, so there's Luthor, and we will send him back to the Nexus as well. All right, so we're gonna do something pretty cool now, I think, right?
Well, hang on one sec.
Oh,
question
okay.
From the room.
What's that?
We have a question from the chat room.
Oh, great. Let's take some questions.
Where are we going to meet these guys in-game?
Okay, great question. So you're going to meet these guys in-game in two places, right?
Right.
The first one's going to be here in the Paradox Wave. Right. We'll go through exactly how they factor into it, but in this version, you are going to be teaming up with your side's council. So if you're a villain and you come into the Paradox Wave, you're going to be working with the Council of Luthors to accomplish what we'll talk about later at another time. And if you're a hero, you'll come in here into the Paradox Wave and you'll be working with the Council of Batman.
Right.
Now talk about the Nexus a little bit. What happens there? How is it different?
So in the Nexus, you meet up with your team and get a little explanation as to the goings-on of things. I don't know how detailed you want me to get into this.
About as detailed as I just got.
All right. And you may also be seeing the other side there.
Exactly. You're fighting the other side.
Absolutely.
So you kind of start out with an intro from your council members, kind of see them in there, walk into the Nexus, then they shift you into the reality where the Luthors are, and you actually have a fight in the Nexus of reality with the opposing council.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And you'll be choosing kind of who you want to take out when to really shape the battle and which Luthors you want to, you know, face and how. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And we'll go over that when we get to it. Any other questions in there, Mr. Meps?
I think that's good. I think that's it.
All right. So do we want to get started with what we're kind of going to do here? You ready to jump in?
Long asked question is, you know, who would win in a fight? Right?
Yeah. That's always like, who would win the fight between... No, you should do this in your... Come on.
Oh, come on. No,
SJ's got the best forum voice. Come on, you got to do it for us. You don't want to?
No, not happening.
All right.
It has to come natural.
Oh, yeah. You can't force it.
Turn on like...
All right. I think somebody asked me last time we did this to do T.O. Morrow voice, and I had the same response as you. I was like, no, I can't. I'm not just going to do it on command. I have to prepare. It has to be authentic. All right, so... there's always those questions of who would win the fight between Captain Marvel and Green Arrow. I mean, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's the common one.
I don't think, I was going to say, I don't think anybody's ever asked that question, but now they have.
Maybe.
You're the first. Congratulations.
Exactly. But, you know, what are the matchups? Who would win this fight versus that fight? Well, we are going to answer some of those questions for you right here and now. We are going to actually have council on council fights. Now, this doesn't actually happen in the game. This is something we're just doing special for you guys. I do want to caveat that the NPCs we're about to spawn in one-on-one situations against each other are really meant to be parts of groups and be facing up to 8 players. So, you know, it's definitely taking them out of their normal element and normal kind of cadence for how they operate with the fight, but it's pretty fun to watch them. You can kind of pick up on some of the things that they're going to do, maybe start formulating some tactics. So what Meps and I are going to do is I'm going to spawn a future Luthor. I'm going to and he's going to spawn a future Batman, and we're gonna have a throwdown battle right now that pretty much brings to the conclusion that those 2 trailers we saw with Batman coming for Luthor. All right, so
place your bets now. In
yeah,
the chat. Who's
exactly. Who's gonna win?
Future Bats.
Future Lex or Future Bats? Let me get my my cheat sheet here, and Meps, we will count this down together.
Oh wait, I ruined it already.
What, did you spawn him already, you big cheater?
Yep.
Getting an advantage of being ready. All right,
count it down.
3, 2, 1, go. All right.
I ruined it. Oh,
you ruined it again?
Okay.
All right,
wait,
hold on.
Again.
That's actually Cyborg Lexi here. So I've got my I think I've got my my duders mixed up. Do you have the sheet?
I do not have that sheet.
Here, just kill him and I'll take care of it.
All right.
Take care of it.
There we go. He is dead.
All right.
Are you you're not gonna spawn them both, are you?
Yeah. Well, or do you have the number? It's 2556 is future.
All right.
You're looking at that. Ready?
No. That's what I did spawn. I wonder why that did the other one. Oh, maybe you spawned the Luthor. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right, I went. There's future Luthor.
Your plan is weak.
And future Batman. Here we go, people. It's never happened before, and it's happening right now in the Paradox Wave. Future
Doesn't
Batman
look good for Bat so far.
versus future Luthor. Let me turn on the HUD so everybody can see the actual health bars here. Come on, guys. Make it happen. A little knockback going on there.
Don't waste my time!
Oh, a little dot, little field. Not good for Batman. He needs to get out of there. Yeah, Batman is getting pummeled right now.
This is not right.
Oh, I'm encased.
This is not right. I agree.
You don't think that's right?
I guess I'm on Lex's side. Never mind.
Are you?
Go Lex. I'm gonna flip.
Stay out of my way!
I'm getting encased as we watch this.
You've already lost.
Oh, come back.
Did you toggle hate, by the way?
I did.
Okay, good.
I'm safe.
Good.
In an undisclosed location.
Yes. Come on, guys. It's getting close. All right. It's coming down to it. They're taking their time with each other right now.
They're being careful.
Uh-oh.
They have a lot on the line here. This is history.
Uh-oh. How many people predicted Batman versus Luthor? There's some. Oh no! Come on, bats! No, don't take time to. What? Oh no, he's doing the big orbital strike. He ends it with a. All right. Okay. Is the chat room satisfied with that result? Is our winnings exchanging hands? No.
Like it. Some people think that Batman cheated, but
how did Batman cheat?
He's Batman.
I know. He's not a cheater. He's just resourceful. There's a big difference. You cheat when you're a villain. You dig deep when you're a hero. All right, let's spawn some others. So let's actually get into some of the council members fighting with each other, so you can actually see some of the powers that they're going to have during the fights. Do you want to surprise each other with who we're going to match up right now, or would you like to throw it to the chat room?
No, let's surprise each other.
All right, all right. I am going to enter in right now. Hold on. All right.
Wait, I'm still picking.
Let me know. Oh, come on, buddy. There's only 4 of them to choose from.
I know, but I got to read what you're doing.
What are you? Oh, you're trying. It's like a poker game. Trying to outthink each other here. Should I bluff and tell him I'm going Space Commander?
I've already picked.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Bam. General Luthor versus Ninja. This is good. Melee guys that are very crafty. All right, so you can see General Lex has the rifle. Ninja Batman is going to be fighting with martial arts and dual wield kind of stuff. And then they both have some pretty cool special abilities that you can see right here as well.
No. For those of you asking, this is just the AI going at it. This is not anybody controlling them.
Yeah, no legends. This is just sort of like fun kind of DC Universe Online deathmatch what-if scenario here. And again, these guys really don't mix like this in the actual DLC. They're separate from each other. You mix it up with the various councils or fight with them, but you won't really see these kind of things going on in game right now. Oh, the flamethrower!
No.
Oh, he got
oh
counted.
wow! You know, General is not doing too well.
Nope.
He needs to pull off a surprise maneuver here.
Go
ahead.
If only we had a pirate Lex.
I know. If there, if we had Pirate Lex, we could answer the age-old question. Maybe we should get a Pirate Lex going. Okay, now he's whipped out the sword, but it might be a little too late here. I'm waiting for. I don't know if he's gonna come back. Look at him. He's toying with him. And you can hear Kevin Conroy doing some of the ninja stuff. All right. Awesome. Batman wins again. I think Batman did cheat. But that's Ninja Batman, so I think it's understandable. Yeah, you are 2-0. Wait a minute. This wasn't about you and me, Ted. Okay?
I don't know where that was specified.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. You want to pick one? Point.
Oh.
Who do you think? Okay. Okay. All right, we're ready on our end. We got our guy in the chute, ready to go.
Count it down.
3, 2, 1.
Weakness suits you.
Professor Luthor versus GCPD Batman.
Oops, Assassin or Ninja Batman.
You gotta kill that guy. You did it. Ninja Batman is a cheater. All right, I bet Professor Luthor with his gadgetry can take both these guys. See now they're getting cheesy.
You want to leave it go?
Now they're getting cheesy. So GCPD Batman is going to be using a pistol and a shield. He's got some interesting thing that he can do. You can see Professor Luthor uses those gauntlets for hand blasting maneuvers and other cool kind of technological attacks.
By the way, they are rubber bullets.
Oh, for GCPD Batman, he is using non-lethal ammunition in his weaponry. As you can see, he'll have things like cryofoam and you know, kind of tear gassy kind of stuff. Okay, this is just not fair, and we're gonna do this again when you actually get rid of. Oh, see, you've brought in Space Commander now.
What's going on?
I don't know. You're really running off the rails here.
I know.
Notice he waited till Professor.
Yeah, I know. Now it's still 2-on-1. I don't know what you're thinking.
I was a slow typer.
Oh man. All right. Come here, General. You get another shot at this too. Now I'm gonna counter by spawning a dude.
Cease and desist.
So there you can hear GCPD Batman with his little kind of, you know, riot police kind of commands going on. Whoa! Hey! Oh, we got. Get him, General! If you can't beat him with a sliver of health, I have no faith in you anymore. All right, good. Now he's gonna join the fight over here. The flamethrower taking down GCPD Batman. Now I'm dangerously close to going into the rest of the Paradox Wave. I think the Luthors are trying to lead me down this hall.
That's a good strategy.
I'm going to resist. Here's some of the cryofoam from GCPD Batman. You can see some of Luthor. Let's see if Luthor does his cool sneak attack maneuver. No, he won't. All right, let me get rid of both these guys, and we'll start from scratch again. All right. Okay, both those guys heading back. Let's go over here. All right, so there's only really now, I think we've actually seen. I have one more to show. And I think you do too.
Yes.
Right? You should. Unless you cheated them all in somehow.
No, you're right. You're right.
All right. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Spawn them. Go. All right. I put in Cybernetic Luthor and we have Primal Batman. Let's see how this goes. This is like technology versus what?
The opposite of technology.
Yeah. Versus spiritual powers versus technological powers.
Oh no, we haven't seen steampunk Batman yet.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Steam powers.
Shut up and fight.
And you jumped the gun on Space Commander, so I'll have to do a repeat.
It's okay.
All right, so you can see Cybernetic. He fights with a shield as well, and it's the really cool holographic shield with an L on it. And Primal Batman doing his roars and things like that. Much more kind of a meta take on the character. And you can see Luthor using the shield and the shield powers.
Kind of magic.
Yeah, and he throws it, of course, knocking him on his butt for the big 3 shield throw combo.
Shield's cool.
And he actually puts up a shield around himself too, which is really a neat power. He's got some cool stuff. I actually think Cybernetic Lex is one of the more powerful Lexes. There's the shield we were talking about. Yeah, each one does, right? I'm the most powerful Luthor.
The shield animals look badass with the robot.
Oh, it's getting really close. What do you... Oh, Primal might pull this out. Nope.
No,
Primal. Oh, come on, get up.
Still got
Lex, why are you giving him a chance? All right, good. Right in the face. All right, that was a good way to end it. I think the score's 4-0 me now.
Weird mathy out there.
It is, because you cheated. You got docked points. Okay? Didn't you watch the Masters last week? If you do something illegal, you lose strokes. Okay? All right. So let's throw it to the chat room and see if there's anybody that wants to see like a matchup right now. Which Luthor would you like to see against which Batman? Or maybe, Maps, we could even do, you know, multiples, groups if you want as well.
So chat, if you're in there, give us your suggestions. They want to see all 5 versus 5.
Okay, well let's build up to that, people. Okay.
Steampunk versus Cyber.
Just don't want to go to the full Monty right away. What's that?
Steampunk Batman versus Cybernetic.
Steampunk versus Cybernetic Luthor?
Yeah.
No problem. I'm ready to go when you are.
I'm ready.
Okay, go. Steampunk? We haven't actually seen him yet. Okay, you can finally see his blunderbuss. It's so funny! He's got a ginormous blunderbuss, and this really isn't non-lethal.
I'll do the surmising.
I don't think. He's not working with the police, so he uses whatever ammunition he kind of wants. Okay, Cybernetic bringing in the orbital strike there, or the missile strike. Putting up the shield. Okay, now this that's on me and on Batman is actually a protective shield that he puts on friendly targets. So if you're fighting along with him, he'll put that shield up and it'll actually hit you as well, not just him. All right, let's see if he'll get some of the more.
No.
There we go. Do it.
You can't compare to me.
Past is holding his own.
You can hear Marsters like put a cool cybernetic kind of voice process on him, which I think is really awesome. And they get some cool chatter in there. Now keep in mind,
your reality defies logic.
Your reality defies logic.
Pathetic.
They both sound kind of robot-y because of the masks and the robot process. Come on, guys. Make it happen. I think that shield really helped out Batman right there. He gained some ground on Cybernetic Lex. Oh no, the orbital strike. Get out of there, Lex. Move. Don't stand in the fire. Oh, and he counters with his own missile strike. Ow, that was so close. My man went down. Ah. All right. Ted, you got that one.
Nice job, steam powered.
I know. He's a beast. I'm telling you. Don't count him out. All right, should we try and summon something up that will knock steam powered off the pedestal, or do we want to throw it to them again for a different
There are
combo?
a lot of people clamoring for 5v5.
Oh man, they just don't want to
or a 3v3.
Huh?
Here, but let's do a 2v2 then a 3v3.
Okay. All right, that works for me. Surprise each other?
Yeah, pick any two.
Pick any two. All right. Hold on. I'm not ready. All right, I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's start spawning.
I'll show you the world.
I'm going with Professor and Space Commander. The nerds are gonna kick some butt. Who do you got going? GCPD and Future?
Yeah.
You guys are going down.
Ooh, they split off.
Down.
They split off.
Yeah, they did. Oh my god, they paired off. I love it. Let's see what happens. Oh!
Switch
Do
partners.
not ignore Professor Luthor, GCPD Batman. Do not turn your back. Look what happens. Space Commander's just kind of hanging out, going to the rocket ship or something. Yeah, he's spent a lot of time alone in space, so he doesn't work
All in the name
well
of
with
science.
others. All right, there's a really cool Professor Luthor just put up that gas attack, which is a nice area effect field you got to watch out for when you're facing him. And of course, GCPD Batman putting up some suppression gas. It looks like pretty even right now, especially because they paired off. They're not ganging up on. They're not calling targets here. This would not happen in a PvP match unless you were pugging, right? This is what pugs do. Pre-mades call their targets. I think the Luthors might pull this out. I don't like that GCPD Batman is beating up on the egghead over there though. That's police brutality.
Whatever.
What do you mean whatever?
Someone wants to see all the Batman versus Meps.
This is yeah, but you have a trinket. They realize that, right? No, Professor! You must live to the end of the fight. Somebody call down an orbital strike. Oh, this is getting weird. Oh no, not you guys! Oh, I loved it. Future Batman knocked. Oh, that was brutal. Ouch. I thought it was gonna totally go a different direction there at the end. Oh man. I think you are cheating. Are you spawning these guys at a particular level? Because I'm just spawning mine raw. So I hope you're not
cheating in any way.
All right.
Just digging deep.
Yeah. All right. Let's do a. You want to do the 5v5?
Yeah. Let's go right to 5v5.
All right.
Final match.
All right. We're gonna have to just agree when to start queuing these guys up, and I have a feeling that the person who does this fastest, which likely will be me, because you run this board really well, but I type in NPC commands much more than you do, so we'll see how fast I go.
Yeah, well,
I think I'm going to get a alpha strike on you like you wouldn't believe. Do we want to kind of... And by the way, you're cheating. You have a Batman back there.
Oh, let me go kill him.
They said 5-on-5 maps, not 6-on-5, okay?
Yep. All right. It's clear. The arena is clear.
Now, do you want to just kind of count these off and enter them in like at a metered pace, or just go straight full on?
I think let's just go straight.
Just as fast as you can? That's part of the game?
Yep.
Okay. You tell me when you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay, go.
You'll wish you were never born.
Oops, I messed up.
I clearly got all 5 of mine out before you even got the 3rd.
I know, I hit the wrong button.
If you have repeats, it's all null and void.
Well, I think I got 5 out. I need to kill one of them, because I got a double. Got 2 steam powers.
Oh, of course you conveniently accidentally spawned 2 of the most powerful ones. Man, what am I dealing with here? SJ, it's not fair.
I think it's a paradox.
Yeah. You know if those 2 copies actually do kind of meet each other, that the game explodes, Maps, right? You're playing with the very nature and fabric of the universe.
That was risky. Right.
How am I losing?
I don't know.
Because it's Batman.
They must have called in some orbital strike or something. Come on, guys. Focus target. Steam-powered Batman. Let's go. Everybody on steam-powered. They are not listening to me.
They are not. You are not directing your battle very well.
No. Oh, there's some kind of strike coming down. I don't know if it's mine or theirs. Looks like my guys got out of the way. Cybernetic left. Luthor is going down. I keep getting hit by the shield. I don't need protection. Okay. We have to take... Did we take any of your guys out yet? What's going on with Future Batman? He's like hasn't even taken any damage yet.
That is weird. I don't know how it happened.
Wow. All right. I think we have to do it again because you, sir, had a fault.
I fingered and it ruined it. Let's try
all right.
again.
Even with my super fast spawning, it did not work. But I warn you, I'm going to spawn even faster now. Because
so I spawned a 6th one and then killed the 5th one. So that just made it weird.
So yeah, you got extra health out of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, are you ready to go?
Nope.
No?
Hang on.
My guys are going to come out so fast now. It's not even funny. I don't even have to change a number anymore. I'm just...
I know, you're just completely just typing them in. Now I can't even do
I
that.
don't even have
Okay,
to
I'm
type.
ready.
Ready? Go.
You don't stand a chance against a man like me.
Done.
Well, at least I got all the right ones in this time. Hold together, Batman.
I'm glad that Batman wants to help me out there. Even though I'm spawning all the Luthors. Oh, that was a waste! Somebody kited everybody out of that.
Tactic.
I know. Bad tactic.
Cybernetic
Cybernetic goes down again! Alright, clearly I must revise my opinion that he's the toughest of the Luthors.
Knowledge is the ultimate power.
See? Knowledge.
Who's got the most HP now? Commander Luthor.
None of my guys. Professor Luthor, the egghead
well,
is...
now they're going down. No,
yeah,
now it's,
this is ridiculous.
Now it's a rout.
Whoa, that was cool.
Oh, come on. Yeah, steam powered goes down. No. You know what? I actually think this is not going to go your way. Come on, guys. Oh, they have Ninja and Future coming up on Professor, and everybody's going around the corner. They just want us to reveal something of the Paradox Wave.
Yeah.
Come on, Professor.
Ninja is facing Commander down in the hallway.
In the hall. You know what? Professor might actually take out both Future and GCPD if he gets a decent attack off here. Come on. Yes!
Oh, Commander.
No, Ninja snuck up with the stealth attack.
Damn, that was
Oh, no!
That's
Ninja!
good tactics, people.
Ninja! Alright, come on, Commander. Come on, Commander. No! Get that 50s ray gun working! Come on!
You are a scar on reality.
Ooh,
burn.
That's some harsh words. Oh, it's so close if he could just do like one big orbital thing right now. Ninja's going down! Oh!
Nope.
That was pretty epic. Alright.
Close.
You know, I would say let's do 2 out of 3, but that was 2 out of 3. And I lost. It's terrible. Alright. Clearly, the content team has some balancing to do. Right, Maps?
Yeah, to balance for the death match.
Yeah. Alright, so there's the council. You got a little bit about their backstory. Really cool fractured timelines and stuff. I think the team and you did a really good job putting those guys together. I know that the character team enjoyed building those guys. And we've got some announcements to make, I think, that we would like to share with you. And we are going to be doing, next Tuesday, we're going to be doing another Origin Crisis live stream. And that is going to be at 4 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday, so tune in for that. And then join us this Friday for Friday Night Legends again. We'll be joined by Squad 11, and we'll be doing some more PvP, right, Maps?
That's correct. We will also have a short Quantum teaser this Friday,
if we have time for it. If we have time for it.
Well, you'll just have to
sure,
make space.
if we have time for it.
Oh, that was even better. SJ came over the top with it. Did you hear it?
No, I missed it.
She said, and you'll have to make space for it in the broadcast.
Ah,
it's
we'll
good.
make space.
You know, but thankfully, Quantum Powers let us bend and warp all that stuff how we see fit.
Yep.
Okay, so
next Tuesday's live stream is on Quantum.
Yes,
so come back for that.
Right.
For sure.
But maybe we'll leak something. But I think Dead Meat's watching, so that might not happen now. But I'm a rebel, so I might do it anyway. Or maybe I'll have Meps do it. Because he's...
I'm not taking the fall for you.
No, not at all? Okay. Alright, are we good? You have anything else you want to announce?
I think that's it.
Okay, so thank you everyone for showing up and checking that out. Thanks SJ for coming on and giving us a little backstory on these guys. That was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed the death match. We may actually do this again in the future, but maybe with some of the other iconics we have in the game. See a little what if scenarios. So Meps, maybe we should start a thread.
Sure.
Get some battles going.
Like Captain Marvel and Green Arrow.
Like Captain Marvel and Green Arrow. Awesome. I think that would be great. I think though that Black Canary has to be a part of that too. We need the duo versus Cap, because Cap's pretty tough. Okay, thanks again, guys. We really had a lot of fun showing you this stuff, and look forward to seeing you next time.
Sony.